So today our message is the internal song. And I just love how CSL has organized the flow of the topics for January. The God is a concept, the universal voice, and now the internal song. And I especially like that we're having this conversation today, because today is Dr. King's birthday. His actual birthday is today, January 15th. And so tomorrow is the national holiday, and many people will be celebrating, and there'll be ceremonies and commemorations, and it's a day to be of service. That is the purpose of the holiday, to be of service, to honor Dr. King's work as one of the greatest nonviolent leaders in the world. So I came upon a proclamation that President Biden did for this holiday, for Martin Luther King Jr.'s federal holiday. Now, I don't know if all presidents do this every single year. I was surprised to come upon it because I know it's been a holiday for many years. But I want to share just a part of this proclamation, because as Spirit would have it, it was perfect for today's message. Today, we honor the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King by continuing his unfinished work to redeem the soul of America. Dr. King imagined a different future for America. And America, he called the beloved community. Building the beloved community required a key shift in human understanding. It meant looking beyond external differences to see the union of all humankind. It also meant finding a way to deal with our grievances without animosity, in a way that recognized the interconnectedness of all humanity and allowed us to move forward together. From the pulpit to the podium to the streets, Dr. King devoted his life to the quest for this beloved community in our nation. His activism and moral authority helped usher in the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. He gave a voice to the restless spirit of millions yearning for change. He gave us a roadmap to unify, to heal, and to sustain the blessings of the nation to all of its people. You see, Dr. King, and I think this proclamation is beautiful, Dr. King had an internal song for freedom, justice, and love. So my message today is the internal song of freedom, justice, and love. I so appreciate some of the language that is used in the proclamation because it amplifies that internal song of freedom, justice, and love. Unfinished work to redeem the soul of America. Yes. A shift in human understanding. Yes. Looking beyond external differences. Yes. Interconnectedness. Yes. The restless spirit of millions yearning for change. Yes. To unify, to heal, and to sustain the blessings to all of its people. Yes. So I see these lines as verses of the internal song of justice, freedom, and love. The song of freedom, justice, and love didn't start with Dr. King, and it didn't go silent. It didn't go silent with his assassination on April 4th, 1968. What I want you to remember is that we are the many voices of the internal song of freedom, justice, and love. The universal voice, remember, the universal voice, one song, many voices, many voices. The internal song of freedom, justice, and love continues to resonate, vibrate, and demonstrate itself today, and will until the unfinished work to redeem the soul of America is transformed through the shift in human understanding that looks beyond our external differences and opens our minds and hearts to our interconnectedness. CSL has a bold vision. Do you know what CSL's vision is for the world, for the planet? Yes. You know what it is? I just want to see a hands up or something. Nod your head. Any indication? Okay, thank you. All right, let me tell you. CSL's vision is a world that works for everyone. Thank you, Susie, for putting it into the chat. A world that works for everyone. It is the many voices of the one song to unify, to heal, to sustain the blessings to all people. So guess what, y'all? We are the restless spirits of millions yearning for change, to live and love fiercely as Dr. King's internal song of freedom, justice, and love. And we have to expand our mental equivalent of freedom, of justice, of love, if we want to create a world that works for everyone. The internal song is the song of many voices. It has no borders, none. It sees no strangers, not a one. It doesn't require a soloist. It requires a choir. We are the choir. The internal song is the song of oneness. It is a song of love. It is who we are. It's alive in every one of us. Can you feel it? Can you feel that internal song? I see some of you shaking your heads. Yes, I see Melissa kind of rocking back and forth. Yeah, Melissa, it makes me rock back and forth too, right? Yes, yes. It is the rhythm of our soul and the drum beat of our heart. So on a personal note, and just to make it more personal, and because sometimes when we think about the universal voice, the internal song, it feels so gigantic, right? It's like, well, but really, Red Melissa, like really, 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 what can I do? It's just so much. It's so much. But guess what? Right where we are, we can make a difference by remembering that we are one voice of many voices, and that we are interconnected in this song, in this universal voice. I just going to share what Jan just put into the chat. And it starts at Rockland CSL, one heart and one mind at a time. All are welcomed here, accepted here, and respected here. Yes, yes, yes. So I want to share on a personal note and individualized. Let's say it's also individualized because it's part of who I am. So I feel the freedom, the justice, and the love of the internal song. I witness it through my girls. Those of you who don't know, I have twin girls. They are 15 years old, and they are a song. As a matter of fact, Aria's middle name is Song, and her first name is Aria. So Aria and Zola they are the representation of freedom, justice, and love. In my little spot in this universe, they represent that to me. They are the answered prayers of my ancestors, enslaved Africans stolen from one land and brought to another stolen land. Their internal song still resonates. It is still alive. I get so emotional when I see African dance. Oh my goodness. Oftentimes I just burst into tears. And so my girls are dancers. They both dance African dance. And whenever they have a performance, of course, I'm mama, I'm right there in the first row, right? And whenever they do African dance, they do ballet, they do hip hop, they do modern, they do African dance. Out of all of those genres of dance, it's only when they do African dance that I get emotional and I feel something more, right? That song is all inside of us. It comes up for me when I watch them dance African dance because it's a representation or a representation, the present that returns over and over and over again as the internal song. So what is it for you that really just, oh my goodness, does it for you? Because we get to use that energy, right, as the fuel to keep doing what is ours to do, to sing our part in the internal song of freedom, justice, and love. We've come a mighty way. We have. And guess what? We have a mighty way to go. We do. But this is one way that we get to live out loud. Our annual theme for 2023 is to live out loud. So we need to sing our internal song of freedom, justice, and love out loud by living out loud, by disrupting racism, by disrupting separation, by taking a stand for what we know is the truth and the way in which we can. My girls dance. When they dance, they're in the presence of the freedom, the justice, and the love that they are, that is embedded in them through our ancestry. And just as I know that for me, I know that for each and every one of us. Otherwise, we would not be here. Yes. So as we honor Dr. King's legacy today and this weekend, let us be mindful. Let us be very mindful of the work that continues. Our assignment requires expanding our mental equivalent of freedom, justice, and love. We have to dream bigger. We have to dream bigger. We have to get comfortable. We have to get uncomfortable with the status quo. We have to call it out, call a thing a thing. We have to live bolder. We have to get in good trouble, as John Lewis would say, another civil rights leader and Dr. King's right-hand man. This is our song that we must sing to have a world that works for everyone. The internal song is God. The internal song is you. The internal song is our community. Remember the voice of God, God standing for the first, great, and only cause of all that is. And all that is all inside of you. It's all inside of us. Remember, you said yes to being the willing vessel of the voice of God. So what are you doing? Who are you being? How do you stay connected to your soul, to the song of freedom, to the song of justice, to the song of love? Remember, we are the community of love and joy. That is who we say we are at Rockland CSL. So how can we, as Rockland CSL, expand our mental equivalent as a beloved community? How can we be of more service in the world through Rockland CSL? The internal song, it's a long song, y'all. It's a long song. The length is long, the breadth is deep, and the height is infinite. It's been playing since the beginning, beyond time. Are you listening? And are you harmonizing with it? Are you listening? And are you harmonizing with it? Yes. 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 So I want to just close this with an offering as our spiritual mind treatment. It's a poem by Maya Angelou. And if you didn't know, Dr. King was assassinated on April 4th, which is Maya Angelou's birthday. And in 1968, when this happened, she stopped celebrating her birthday for years, She wrote this great poem, When Great Trees Fall. So I invite you just to go within. You can close your eyes if you choose to. And this is my offering to you. When great trees fall, rocks on distant hills shudder. Lions hunker down in tall grasses, and even elephants lumber after safety. When great trees fall in forests, small things recall in silence, their senses eroded by beyond fear. When great souls die, the air around us becomes light, rare, and sterile. We breathe briefly. Our eyes briefly see with a hurtful clarity. Our memory suddenly sharpened, examines, gnaws on kind words unsaid, promised walks never taken. Great souls die, and our reality, bound to them, take leave of us. Our souls, dependent upon their nurture, now shrink, wizened. Our minds, formed and informed by their radiance, fall away. We are not so much maddened as reduced to the utterable ignorance of dark, cold caves. And when great souls die, after a period, peace blooms, slowly and always, irregularly. Spaces fill with a kind of soothing electric vibration. Our senses restored, never to be the same, whisper to us. They existed. They existed. We can be and be better. We can be and be better, for they existed. And so it is. Amen.